We're going to call the school committee meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and tonight is a special meeting of the school committee where we will first call the committee to order. We're then going to pledge allegiance to our flag. We'll then have a moment of silence for our veterans. We'll then take a call of the roll to ensure that we have a quorum sufficient to meet this evening. Then we will get to the item that has prompted us to come together this evening, which is a deliberation on an employee's child attending the Malden Public Schools. The way I see that going down is we'll hear from the chairperson, Ms. Bordenaro, and then we'll take any questions and potential action after discussion. Then we will move adjournment. So if there are no questions, I'd ask everyone to please rise and salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So please remain standing for a moment of silence in honor of all those who have fought for our country and continue to do so today. Thank you. We'll now have our clerk call the roll. Here.
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 Here. All right, so we have a quorum sufficient to meet this evening. We'll now get into the item on this agenda of the special meeting of the Malden School Committee. Deliberation on employee's child attending the Malden Public Schools. So let's open it up first as to what's been happening at the subcommittee level with Ms. Bordenaro.
Pass the mic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First and foremost, I just want to thank my colleagues for being here today. I know it's tough in the middle of the summer. And I also want to thank the subcommittee policy and procedures, my colleagues in that committee, because we have been putting in a lot of work. This is pertaining to an employee's child attending Malden Public Schools. We received a letter from Ms. Colleen Kelly regarding her daughter, Isabella. She'd like her to enroll into the Forestdale School to keep some consistency because her husband is in the U.S. Coast Guard, just a little background information, and is also an Arlington police officer. So pickups and drop-offs obviously are causing a great deal of hardship. So we obviously want to maintain some type of stability within a family structure. And in the past, this committee has voted on a case-by-case basis because no such policy has been in place. So, I mean, it's only right at this point to take this up on a case-by-case basis until we have a formal policy in place, which our school attorney is working on, and he should have a draft policy for us in September.
Okay, there you have it. Any questions of the chair? Just what was the vote of the committee?
Sure. So there was a motion to allow Isabella to enroll into the Forestdale School in kindergarten and obviously throughout. And our educator does plan on staying in Malden. So this wouldn't be a situation where, you know, she would be leaving our district to go teach somewhere else. The important for the family is that the daughter has some stability.
Mm-hmm.
So the vote was unanimous and it passed. So that's why we're bringing it here tonight.
And just a question from the chair to our superintendent. Do we ever get the number of students overall that are attending the Malden Public Schools from employees?
Currently, we have 4 employees, children in our schools.
All right, there you have it, everyone. So you hope to come back to the committee in the fall with a policy once and for all to help guide us moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think a policy is definitely should be in place, especially for these requests. And Mrs. Spatafora has actually done a great job in providing us with some information regarding the surrounding cities to figure out what they do, and they do have these policies in place. So
Okay.
Malden really should have one. There also will be a hardship clause, which even if this policy came prior to this request, this particular family would fall under the hardship
Got it.
exception.
Okay.
So either way, I think it's in the committee's best interest if we had, do what we have done in the past and take this up on a case-by-case basis since there's no policy in place.
All right, very good. There's no other questions. We'll have the clerk call the roll. First, let's get a motion in front of us. You're making the motion, seconded by Mr. Iavino. Is everybody clear on what the motion is? Okay.
Do we
let's
need to
have-
state what the motion is to allow the,
Yeah.
we're good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Madam Clerk, are you all set with the motion? Which is to allow? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right, that carries unanimously. We'll now entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Iavino, seconded by Mr. McCarthy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The ayes have it. School committee is hereby adjourned.